What's up everybody, Zipper12 and welcome back to another episode of Naruto Storm 4 Beginning to Master Tutorials. Pretty much the series where I teach you guys everything I know about a single character in this game, and I try to get you better with that single character. Today's character we actually have is not really a highly requested character, but mainly just because he just came out. Today's character we're going to be doing is Momoshiki, and this is kind of my own personal character. So this character came out probably around I want to say 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago from this video's launch date, or at least from the time I'm recording this. And boy, this character is amazing. I felt like I had to do a video on him because Momoshiki, in my opinion, is one of the best characters in Storm 4. I have never seen a character with so much like S-tier capabilities. He got the range, he got the flashness, he got the power, and he got the juices. Like he's just basically one of the best characters in the entire game. Like, oh my goodness. Plus the flashiest character of all the Boruto DLCs. Like, oh wow. So I can't wait to show you all the information I got with this character. He's absolutely crazy. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like down below, subscribe for more beginner master tutorials, and make sure to tell me who else going to be due for the next episode. But without further ado, let's get started.
Where did you?
Alright, so let's get started with this tutorial. So there's two things I want to mention before we actually start with the episode. The first thing is Momoshiki is an amazing character. I think he's probably like top 10 characters in this game so far, and just the fact that he is a strike back kind of surprises me. Like, the strike backs is probably the most used support kind of passive in this game. Either that or guard dash. I think that's pretty strong too in this game. But the fact that Momoshiki is a strike back kind of just adds like the usefulness of his character. That like there's actual more of a use to picking Momoshiki, to use him as a strike back. I just want to mention that first. And the second thing is, as you go through the combos, you're gonna see Momoshiki got a lot of range. He got the range. So that's you're really gonna focus on a lot with Momoshiki, because you're gonna want to use that to your advantage most of the time. Because like you got it, might as well use it. Alright, so now let's get started with some of these combos. Here's the neutral combo. So, interesting thing with Momoshiki, we don't really see a lot of the other elements in this game, but Momoshiki actually uses every single element. Fire Style in his base combo, then the neutral combo he does water and electricity combined into one. Here's the down combo. I believe he does water style a little bit right here, and then his like little I don't know what that is. A Biju bomb, not even a Biju bomb, a Kaguya bomb. I don't know what that's called. And his up combo, he actually uses wind style. He also uses earth style with his base combo as well. So that's pretty neat, because we don't really see a lot of different elements in Naruto. At least that's what I would think. Here's his aerial combo. All right, so let's get started talking about some of his combos. Let's go with like his base combo first. Before we start talking about the neutral combo and the down combo and all that stuff. His base combo, pretty much this part. So Momoshiki actually has an infinite combo. So if you know what infinite combos are, it's basic combo that you can just keep on going infinitely, and pretty much you can cancel out of at any single time. But Momoshiki doesn't have an ordinary infinite cancel, because usually most infinite cancels you can literally just jump out of a combo and then you can continue it. So right here, he actually can't continue. He can't jump cancel out of it. Well, he can jump out of it, but you can't reach fast enough to Naruto before he gets out of the lag. So let me actually turn on the guard so you see what I'm talking about. Right here. So like, it's very slim, but it's not optimal. It's very slim. Like you have to really train yourself to do that, but it's not exactly optimal. See, like right there, I couldn't get it. Like Momoshiki, he goes a little bit slow with his walk speed, so that I can't reach Naruto by the time that he's done spinning. So Momoshiki does have an infinite combo, but you can't do it regularly as you would regular infinite combos. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to do one of these three types. to actually get the infinite combo off. The first one is a technique called shadow stepping that a friend of mine, when Stormford came out, developed this technique a long time ago, or he showed it to me. It's basically where you can basically just jump sideways out of a combo instead of just jumping up vertically. So let me demonstrate it to you. Don't do the tail, Momoshiki. There we go. Nope, I did it wrong. Hold on. It's probably gonna take me a while to do that. There we go. Just did it. So yeah, it's basically just a little hop towards Naruto. This is actually very hard to do because you have to move the analog stick in the direction Naruto is, but don't move the analog stick all the way to the other side. So I probably will make a video of this because it's kind of an advanced technique, Naruto, but this is one way to actually continue your combo with Momoshiki as an infinite combo. The other two ways is, the second way is literally just dash towards Naruto, and then you can kind of get him. Let me actually reset my position. Just dash towards Naruto, and you can kind of get him afterwards. So let me show you. Yeah, it's very slim, but let me see if I can try to pull it off. I did pull it off multiple times in practice. Let me see if I can do it right now really quick. There you go, got him. Right there. So it's like, I did get Naruto, but this takes a little bit more practice because, so for you to do this, you have to dodge exactly the way Naruto or your opponent is. And then if you hit Naruto, he pulls you back a little bit, allowing you to continue your combo. So this is kind of very technical. You can do this way if you're good with it, I would say. And plus Momoshiki got that range, so he can actually hit Naruto from range. It's not exactly the most optimized. Right there, I just did it. Again, I just did it. So you have to hit Naruto and dodge the way Naruto is to continue this infinite combo. So this can be good if you're good with this technique. So the last one is basically the easiest one. Is basically just using a item or a guard break pill. So the item is the easiest, and I recommend you use the attack pill that mostly strike backs have on their character items. Let me demonstrate to you. There you go. Let me just cancel it. Just like that. So those are the three ways of how to actually do an infinite combo with Momoshiki. Yeah, because I think it would be pretty overpowered if you just had just a regular infinite combo. Is there a way I can regenerate my items? I sure can. There we go. Thank you. There we go. Alright, so next we're gonna move on to actually I'm gonna keep talking about this infinite combo. There's one more thing I gotta talk about, and it's actually set up for a guard break pill, obviously. So once you actually do this infinite combo, which is the 7th hit of the neutral combo, you can actually just sidestep into a guard break pill as well. Just like that. And they literally can't get out of this. Like, they're in hit stun. So there's no way to get out of it unless they sub. So this is perfect for actually using this combo whenever they have subs and they don't want to use their subs. You can just get this off, and you can get a grab off or an ultimate jutsu off or a combo into a grab. So either one of that thing just confirms some damage. Is pretty amazing. Alright, next we're actually going to start doing the neutral combo. So neutral combo is the fastest combo that he has, and it does pretty decent damage as well. This is probably going to be the combo they're going to be using the most just to secure some damage. And the down combo is actually the strongest combo that he has, but it's a tad bit longer, but it's really powerful. So this is the combo you're going to be using to punish with the most. And the up combo actually has some good properties as well. Right before the last hit, he summons a tornado. You can actually dash out of it and use a guard break pill. So he has 2 guard break setups, which is pretty amazing. If I can get the dash out of the tornado. And I dodge backwards. Okay, let me try it one more time. There you go. Just like that. So this one you will need to delay the dash just like for a slight second, because if you do it instantly it won't work. But you just need to delay it for a little bit. Once the tornado ends, of course. Once the tornado ends, you can just dash out and then towards Naruto, and then you can use your guard break pill. Man, that timing is very slim. Let me try it one more time. Come on. There you go. See how I missed? Like, I did it too fast. So it does take a little bit of practice with this one, but either way, you will get it. So let's go into his aerial combo. So his aerial combo is actually pretty good compared to some aerial combos. So, the first two hits I don't really care for. It's the lightning that I care for. So this actually has a lasting hitbox on the character itself. So that means that you can literally just continue this combo, switch out, and they sub in place, not behind you. And the lightning will still hit them while they sub in place because it's a constant hitbox. So I can do something like this. Well, okay, I did that wrong. Oh my gosh. There you go, and I'll actually be safe. I'll actually be safe if I switch out of Naruto very quickly, while Momoshiki actually just does the combo for me. Like that's actually pretty big because it actually confirmed some. It actually can just bait out probably a sub or two. Like it depends on how good he uses his aerial combo. So just want to mention that that's also pretty good. Next, we're going to his tilt and his grab. So his tilts is literally, honestly, one of the most creative tilts I've ever seen in Naruto Storm games. So it's sort of like the combo, but he actually turns it into energy, any projectiles, anything. And also physical jutsus like Chidori or Lightning Blade doesn't affect him. He actually has super armor towards that, and you can't dash towards his tilt at all. He has super armor, which is amazing. Hold on, let me see if I can boot up my second controller. I can show you guys. Hold on, be right back. Alright, so now I have my other controller. So we basically have a good roster that we can use for the other team. We got Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura on the opposite team. So let me see if I can try to do this. There you go. He can eat all projectiles, any one of them. And Sasuke should have the Onyx Chidori. So I can just do something like this. And literally, he can just block it. And even if you dash, let me see if I can try to dash as well. That's not a dash. Let me try one more time. There you go. They actually have a knockback, which means he's kind of invincible, but this tilt is not perfect anyway. So once the blue aura actually leaves, he loses his, I guess you say, his super armor or invincibility or whatever you want to call it. But after that point, he's very vulnerable. But because it's Storm 4, you can literally just switch out to a different character and just erase that weakness. And basically, you got an almighty defensive tilt. Or offensive, actually, or offensive, because literally you can just pressure in with a character and have this defense and literally just go in with it. So yeah, this is a pretty good tilt, but I would say it's mostly meant to be used as a defense technique because you literally just suck everything out and you literally have like this pretty much invisible shield in front of you. So this is very perfect for actually conserving your subs. And when the enemy gets a little bit too aggro, you can literally just throw this out multiple times, in fact, especially if they mess up, because this has a gigantic hitbox in front of Momoshiki. And this is pretty amazing tilt defensively. Now offensively, you can use it to actually get in like this, and you can use it defensively, but it's not really made to be used offensively. The only thing I can see you doing is pretty much you can jump in, use your tilt, and then switch to a different character, but there's better tilts that you can do it with. So I recommend just mostly use this just defensively whenever you want to regain your subs, whenever someone's spamming and you want to go in, you just use it as a shield, switch to a different character, go in, just like that. It really does erase like some of the huge projectiles in this game, like Sasuke's Inferno style, Fireball Jutsu, or Madara's Black Hole, or Obito's Laser Beam. Like those jutsus right there are just really annoying to deal with, especially in this game. Alright, now we're going to go into the grab. So the grab is probably top 3 best grabs. So there's kind of just 2 reasons for it why it's the best. First of all, let's look at it first. It looks not that good. Like it looks terrible. But as you can see in the top left by my icon, I have an attack buff. The grab just basically gives you an attack buff. I never noticed that until like kind of just recently when I was practicing with him in my last matches. And this is pretty big. Like This is kind of huge. A grab has never given you a status, or it has never given you a buff before. So this is kind of a first. It instantly top 5 best grabs right here. And then also the second reason why it's good is because he can actually go. He goes pretty far. Like this is like farther than Gar's, farther than Pain's grab. Like, and it's fast too. Like, oh my goodness, the hitbox is pretty bad, but still, like, God, this is a pretty good grab. So. He does have some pretty good grab cancels. Let me switch out the PlayStation. There we go. So the one for blocking I recommend is literally just use right here where the rock is. And it links up pretty perfectly because the rock still hits them and you can just grab when the rock comes out. So this is pretty good. It is the fourth hit of the neutral combo. There we go. Boop. There you go. So that's the one while blocking. So the one without blocking, I recommend to. This is actually a grab cancel that you can always get off. It is pretty much the same combo right here, but if you use it while use it regularly, it won't connect up. But you have to actually dash towards Sasuke, and the grab will connect up because it moves so far. So let me demonstrate it. Oh, I messed up. Hold on, wait. There we go, just like that. So because like he moves so far so fast, they kind of have no time to react to this. And sometimes it's even like it works. Like that works. Like he can't get out of that. Like you just confirm some damage, some good damage at that I might add, and it gives you a buff. So you always want to be using this grab as much as you can just to get the attack buff. And the buff, I actually counted this too. The buff lasts for 20 seconds. That's huge. You get one of these attack buffs for free. Now the buff is not as strong as the attack pill, but still it's a buff in general for your damage and your juices as well, and ultimate juices. So yeah, it's pretty good. And also this one more grab cancel is the up combo. Let me show you. Just right when the tornado pops out, you can grab them when they fall down. Okay, that didn't work. So you're gonna have to jump out of the tornado. Right there. That's perfect. Just jump out of the tornado and you use the grab and you got yourself a grab cancel. Alright, so a good way to actually secure the grab is to do the infinite combo, dash towards Sasuke and get the grab, and then you want to be doing as much damage as possible. You kind of want to go in at that point because you got the attack buff and, well, you got the advantage, so you can just kill your opponent. Next we're going to is the jutsu, which he has a pretty awkward jutsu. It's the pheasant hunter. It's just a fire bird, and this does one of the most damage in the game for a jutsu. So this does nearly like 40%. Let me actually restart to see how much damage it actually does. This does, it does around 30%. 30% just for one jutsu. That's still pretty big. So the way how to get this jutsu off as Momoshiki is to do infinite combo as well. And it literally just cancels up and it does a lot of damage. Let me regen his health. There we go. Regen. Do the combo. Boom. So that almost did 50% right there. Now let's see what we can do with the attack buff. Let's see how much damage that does. Boom. Get the attack buff. How Naruto regen his health. See how much damage he does now. Now that actually did 50% right there. Like, plus the burn damage, which that is like a good thing to have. Like this is a pretty good jutsu. So the jutsu is pretty much you use in the air, it shoots out a firebird and does a lot of damage. And even as support, it does the most damage I've ever seen for a support. Like that did pretty good damage. And also, I want to mention this you can also link up other stuff with it, like other jutsu stuff. Like that works. Now I'm not going to show you too much of that because that's kind of just extra creativity, but I want to at least mention it because it does work. It does work. You can do a Chidori, you can do ultimate juice if you want. You can even follow with the combo. It's going to be kind of hard, but you can follow with the combo. No, that's not hard at all, actually. That's very fluent. So the fact that this jutsu can actually do damage and pop them up, like that's crazy. Plus, even as support, it backs you up pretty well, and that's awesome tracking. Like, this is just it's just a jutsu. The only thing bad about it is just kind of the startup, but again, there's a cancel into that. So yeah, so using it as Momoshiki himself, literally just use it right here, and you can just get free damage off. So a good punish that I usually do with Momoshiki is to do an infinite combo, cancel to an attack pill, and then use the actual fencing hunt. So let's try that and see how much damage we get. That is around 70% of a green bar. That's actually huge. That's pretty good. So yeah, so you again, you always want to be starting Momoshiki with as a partner and not as a leader. The reason why I recommend that is because, well, Momoshiki doesn't have the attack pill, and because he has an infinite combo, and plus he has like a really good attack, you mainly want to use the pills because he can cancel to his infinite combo. So just want to spit that out there. So I'm actually starting with Naruto because I know Naruto has good items, but just spit that out there. Yeah, I think I told you everything about the jutsu. Oh, use that support. Use that support is pretty good as well because it covers you, and you can also use it in the air. And this bird has a gigantic hitbox, so it literally kind of forces them to grab. I mean, not grab. It forces them to guard. Like, it's a pretty good jutsu, but it's not the best for support, but it's still, again, pretty good. Alright, next we're going to go into his ultimate attack, which is, again, pretty simple. Just the infinite combo, and you can just dash out of it and get a lot of damage off. So let me demonstrate. Boom. So this ultimate jutsu is kind of fire, no pun intended, but I like it. And I don't like the Boruto movie at all, and I'm pretty sad they didn't go with the Boruto animated version of this character, because I like him a lot more better. Or I think this I think this is the movie version. I think it could have been, I don't know, I haven't watched the Boruto anime in a while. But yeah, that does more damage. So let's combine them all together. Let's use an infinite combo with an attack pill with an ultimate jutsu, and that would be the ultimate punish you can get with this character. So let's turn off the health regen. That's what I was gonna do. Let's try it and see. Oh, I did that wrong. Hold on. I actually canceled. You want to dash out to get some more damage. Alright, let's try it one more time. Boom. Alright, so let's see. It won't regen health. This, unfortunately, is a long ultimate jutsu, but let's look at that green bar just go away. Alright, so it literally does a full green bar. So I've actually never seen an ultimate attack that does a full-on green bar, which does a very optimal cancel, actually. That this is a full-on punish, and yeah, this is really good. If they don't do this, they're gonna take a full bar, half their life essentially of just losing it. So yeah, let me just give the overview with Momoshiki, and we can go into the awakening. So Momoshiki is, again, an all-rounder character. He has no glaring weaknesses, and everything he has is amazing. The only thing I recommend you guys to do is actually give him, don't pick him as a leader, pick him as a support, and your leader should have good items. Either, I don't care what it is really, defense, speed, good bombs, but anything, but make sure you get the attack pill. Like, that's kind of what I want to point out, because Momoshiki is amazing with it. He kind of relies on it because his infinite combo is pretty much just linked into everything. Literally kind of like 70% of his moveset. So you want to optimize it a lot with the attack pill. He has amazing defenses with his tilts and his grab. Like, it can be used defensively or offensively, honestly. And his grab gives an attack buff, so like you can get more damage off. Like he's kind of just an all-rounder S-tier character, to be honest. Alright, so yeah, that's the overview. So now let's go into the awakening, and yeah, that'll be it. So So I think this is the movie version. I think the movie version with him just being a different color, not white. I could be wrong though. But yeah, let's go into the awakening. Let's go. Turn this on. Turn this on. Alright, so he has his combo. Let's see it. Very flashy. I love the firecrackers. Alright, and here's his tilt. There we go. And here's his unblockable attack. Here's his jutsu. And here is his left and right triggers. So as you can see, like, he dishes out a lot of damage. So again, he's kind of just a really good awakening, kind of an all-rounder. He has a really powerful combo, really powerful grab. And the grab I want to emphasize on a lot. This grab can teleport to the opponent. Literally an unblockable attack that can literally just go half screen, kinda, and literally just do it. Like, this is the first time this has ever happened again for unblockable attack. And you want me spamming out this the most. Like, this should be your, like, kind of your bread and butter. Kind of like use one of these and then use this unblockable attack, because this is really good. Like, wow. His aerial you're not gonna be using too much because it kind of sucks. Yeah, it's just a generic aerial that doesn't do a lot of damage. Plus the hitbox on it is pretty bad, so you're not gonna be using it too much. His jutsu is not the best, but you can make it work. So the Crimson Rasen, there we go, Crimson Rasen. It does a lot of damage, and it is kind of hard to dodge, and it does break the shield within 3 attacks. But if you're a good Naruto player, you can get around this, even though that's a gigantic hitbox. So you're probably not going to be getting this off. Like, you can shoot it out, but it's probably not going to hit, because a good Naruto player knows how to dodge this. It may be huge, but you know how to dodge it. And that goes double with the pheasant hunts. They may have good tracking, but if you're a good Naruto player, which most people are at this point, you know how to dodge these pheasants and the projectiles. So my recommendation for how to play this character, literally just try to play him as a normal character. Try to save your subs. Oh yeah, the tilt's pretty good for guard pressure. That's really about it, but yeah, that's about it. So I recommend don't focus on his jutsus or his left and right triggers unless you want to spam, but again, they're not really that good. You're mostly just focus on the unblockable attack and the tilt, because those are going to carry you, and then try to just whittle it down the guard and the subs, and literally just do your best to try to work with this awakening, because it's a pretty good awakening, to be honest. Man, that's a pretty combo. But yeah, that's Momoshiki. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit the like button down below. My name is 12, and I will see you guys next video.